Rutherford Issues with Bryan Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
We are back here on Rutherford Issues from News Radio, WGNS, and we're happy to have along with us our friends from Rutherford County PAWS here on the show, which is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Take control of your energy use with the free MyMTE app. Track usage, pay bills, report outages anytime. That's MTE. Well, Sabastian Jordan is here, and you're all alone this morning.
I am.
It's good to have you, first of all.
Good to be here.
This is the only time that I remember just you or just anyone, one person.
I think so. I think it's usually a big crew, at least one or two.
You always have a cast of thousands.
Mm-hmm.
So your tag-alongs are calling out. They're vacationing, huh?
Yep. And, Steve's a volunteer, so we can't hold him accountable or force him to come here.
Well, that's true. That's true. Now that he's not here, I don't want to say anything nice in front of him, but gosh, a guy like that's like the epitome of a volunteer, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he loves it. He's so reliable. Twice a week, every week for years.
Yeah.
He takes care of the cats for us.
So, in terms of volunteers, I think there's been a little bit of an uptick since Braylon's kind of taken over some of those duties.
Yeah, we've had a lot more regular volunteers coming. She's been really ramping up the program, trying to get more people trained, trying to take on more volunteer groups. So getting more local businesses that maybe want to do outreach or have a group project come out and do that.
So I actually had this conversation with someone. They were looking for volunteer hours, and this is the time of the year when you see those high school seniors looking to get their volunteer hours in for the Tennessee Promise.
Mm-hmm.
And the United Way's got a great website where you can go and see some of the volunteer opportunities. But are there volunteer opportunities for people who just need to do a few hours or would like to do a few hours of volunteering? Maybe a one-time thing or a couple of times, but not, commit to like every 2 days a week like Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had been working on kind of getting a foundation of those regular volunteers and getting a crew that rotates in and really helps, and we've got that. So we have been trying to incorporate more short-term volunteers or one-offs or things like that.
Yeah. So what would be some of the jobs that those volunteers would do?
So a lot of the ones that require less training, animal handling, there's a program you have to go through to know all of the details about how to be careful around them. Ooh, I hit this? Okay.
Did the headphones okay over there?
There we go.
Okay. It may be a little touchy.
Yeah.
That's another thing that's probably broken, just by the way.
Yeah, it came back, though.
Okay.
But yeah, there's more training that goes into handling the animals. So we do have other things, if they just want to clean around the shelter, we offer chances for that. We can do making treats, enrichment, toys, things like that. We've been doing a reading to dogs program, which has been fun. That's really good for calming the shelter dogs. We've got a library of books Braylon's been collecting, but students can come in or kids can come in with their parents and sit on the floor and just read a book to the dogs, and that kind of calming interaction does help get the dogs used to human interaction. And
it's not like they're doing their exercise time in the yard area there or something.
Yeah, you're just sitting there, you're talking to them, you're calming them down, interacting with them, giving them some peace and some low stress interaction.
Yeah, well, that's cool. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, and it helps with kids, increasing literacy, getting more confident reading out loud, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's a net benefit.
Well, as a kid, you're used to being read to, but how fun would it be to actually read yourself to someone? A good opportunity to do that. Well, that's cool. So, what?
But yeah, we've got all kinds of other things like that. Or we've had groups that wanted to come in a one-off and organize something. Organize donations, organize toys or supplies or things like that.
Yeah. There was the person that I was talking to, their employer is allowing some time off, I think, for fall break or something around that time or whatnot. But one of the stipulations was that they needed to do at least, 4 hours of volunteering or something like that, and I think that's kind of cool that, these companies are seeing that, give back to your community, if you will. So there are some opportunities to come by, even if it's just making scratch boards. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, making some scratch boards. Those are pretty simple and easy to do, and the cats love them. Just we have a lot of scrap cardboard, and we can show you how to do that. But lots of one-off things to do.
So what would be the process of getting something like that started, or making sure that, you don't just want to show up, I would think.
No, you just want to reach out. You can email, you can call and ask to be transferred to the volunteer coordinator, or you can go online, rutherfordcountytn.gov/help PAWS, I believe will take you straight to the page with the volunteer application.
Okay.
And that'll give you all the information you need to know. You can fill out the application online, and then Braylon will get back to you.
Nice. Very good. That just popped into my mind, and I was working on something over here feverishly, and I should have asked you what you wanted to talk about, because obviously you have notes, and I'm sure that wasn't one of them. But so what's going on at the shelter?
It's been pretty busy, actually. Lots of animals. You wouldn't believe.
Really?
Yeah. A couple weeks ago, we had a case with 47 animals coming in at once.
47?
47. A lot of them were birds. So chickens, ducks, peacocks, parakeets, all kinds of things.
Oh, was this like from one thing that happened? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
from one case. So they all came in at once. We kind of had to scramble to make space, get the chickens and the cat kennels in the back. We had to use one of the meet and greet rooms for dogs, put a bunch of bird cages in there and keep them in there. So we put out a post being like, hey, we are filling up. We've got so many animals. Please spread the word. Please adopt if you've been thinking about it. And within, I think it was 4 days, all of the birds were gone. So
really?
Yeah, almost every animal that came in from that case got adopted.
Interesting.
Very, very quickly.
So what type of birds? You mentioned chickens, but what other types of birds do you know?
There were some ducks, peacocks, roosters, and then just songbirds, parakeets, budgies, that kind of thing.
Okay. So some would, I guess you would consider outdoor birds, like chickens and ducks and peacocks, but there were some indoor birds in cages too.
Yeah, there's a mix of livestock and pet birds.
Wow.
But yeah, we're so thankful that people spread that and really showed up and got homes for all those birds.
I'm amazed that many birds. You're making a commitment when you take in a bird. Those things can live 40, 50 years pretty easy.
Some of them, yeah, for sure.
Different breeds, yeah. Chickens, obviously not. Ducks, probably. But wow, that is crazy. So,
so we don't, obviously.
That's not a typical thing that's coming in,
Yeah, we get birds sometimes. It'll happen, but usually not in that quantity. So it's kind of a scramble to take them in situations like that.
Did the not the livestock birds, but the other birds, did they come in with cages, or did you have to scramble to try to find some cages for them?
We had to get some cages. We have a lot that we keep in storage and keep on hand just in case, because this occasionally will happen where we need that.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
So, and not to get into the details of any of that, but you have to work, I would think, hand in hand with the authorities in case there is a situation like this, because you are the emergency shelter. So you never know what's coming in.
Nope. We get a call from the sheriffs or the Murfreesboro police, and the animal control officers will go out and see what they deal with.
Wow. Did you have... I'm being nosy now, but how much time did you have to say, okay, we've got 47 birds coming in? I just picture this as, when you watch those emergency room dramas and they say, we've got this many victims coming in, and everybody scrambles around. I
think it was hey, we got 3 officers. You guys are going out to handle this.
Wow. So you had to actually go out and bring them back yourself?
I didn't, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, the officers had to go out there and round them all up.
That is wild.
So yeah, that's
a side of the Rutherford County PAWS that we don't talk about a lot. That's why it's kind of intriguing. But I know that it's there, and I think we just take for granted that it's something that that PAWS does, but it doesn't just happen.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of work involved in that.
Yeah. Other ways that animals are coming in like that.
I'm sure it's all hands on deck, though, when that situation.
For sure.
Whatever you were doing, you had to drop. And, yeah. So, well, good that the community came out to support that. Too, with birds and, you know, livestock birds, I would think that that's not something that you normally have a lot of food just lying around for and that kind of thing.
So it's a thing where, we may have some, but we'll have to go out and buy more supplies and get food and hay and,
It's not like dogs and cats. I mean, we talked occasionally. I think we were joking about there was a rooster a few months ago that was there, but not 47 birds at one time.
Yeah, usually the birds will come in 1, 2, 3, a handful of them.
Yeah.
This was unusual and a scramble, but it worked out.
So birds, dogs, cats, I mean, I guess it could be anything.
Bunnies, ferrets, smaller rodents. Well, sometimes lizards or snakes.
No, thank you. Sabastian Jordan with us with Rutherford County PAWS, so I'm glad that went well. Anything else going on?
Yeah, we've got a busy October coming up. So Empty the Shelters, which we have talked about a couple times on here, but it's the quarterly campaign that Bissell Pet Foundation does. They sponsor pet adoption fees for shelters around the country and kind of do a big push for adoptions. So that one, the fall one, is coming up October 1st through 15th. So during that, we are waiving all the adoption fees for all the pets, and we do free microchipping for the pets as well. So that's usually $15 for microchipping, so you're getting that rolled into it for free, and that is a very good thing to do. Microchipping is one of the most efficient ways to get a pet back to its owner when they get lost.
So what is the date of that?
That is October 1st through 15th.
Oh, so half the month of October. So free adoptions. I mean, there's no anything.
Nope. Free adoptions. You'll get a free bag of starter food that they've been eating at the shelter, some goodies, some coupons and stuff for local businesses, and then the free microchip.
And we're talking about the same adoption policies are in effect too, though.
Yeah.
So you still have to do all those normal, meet and greet. If you are renting, landlord agreement, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So someone over 18 with a valid ID. If you're renting, then knowing that pets are allowed and there are no breed or weight restrictions, or if there are, that you're adopting an animal that fits them.
Yeah.
And if you have other pets, then we need to see proof of rabies vaccines for those pets. If you don't have it, we can do a voucher, $15, and you can bring them back to get them vaccinated whenever, and that'll cover you on that.
Okay.
But
easy enough.
Pretty straightforward.
So October 1st through the 15th at Rutherford County PAWS. Anything else before our time runs out here? Or do we catch up on everything?
Yeah, I think we're pretty good.
Okay. Well, good. Well, I'm glad the bird thing worked out.
Yeah, me too. We're so glad.
I can only imagine. Been talking here to Sabastian Jordan today with Rutherford County PAWS. If you want to check out the podcast, if you came in a bit late, check it out, WGNSradio.com.